Alright, so today's episode is a little personal. Today's episode is something that I relate to a lot more than anything usual. Why? Because I have been in that shoe, I have lived that life, and I have suffered from this particular thing called lack of confidence. Yes, I am an introvert. I know I have not grown up with the most social skills in my early days. But if there is something I have learned over the years of working on myself and trying to make the best version of myself, these are the 5 hacks I'll want you to keep in mind to make you your best, most confident self at any given point in time. Gentlemen, my name is Mayank Bhattacharya. This is another episode of Life Essentials. Let's roll the intro. Okay, so first thing first, before I get into the video, understand this and realize this, that confidence is not always a black and white. I mean, sure, there are a few hacks. This video has 5 hacks that can help you feel and look and present your most confident self, but confidence is not always a black and white. There is this thing called outer confidence, there is this thing called inner confidence, and there is this thing called clarity over confidence, which is where I would want everyone to be. But this ultimate process of being clear over being confident and cocky is a long work in progress. Even I am a work in progress, so I'm not really there yet. I cannot really preach it yet. But confidence is something that needs to be worked on. Clarity is something that needs to be worked on a daily basis. It may not look the same for everyone. The process might be totally different for different ones. So this is just a disclaimer that I'll want you to keep in mind. The 5 hacks that I'm about to discuss in this video might not only help you with your outer confidence, but it can also assist your inner confidence as well. But the hacks are best suited for introverts like me. Sure, if you are an extrovert, if you are already a very socially outgoing person, you can watch and learn something from it. These 5 hacks or these 5 tips are best suited if you are a fellow introvert like me. If you are someone who actually suffers from realizing your self-worth or building that self-confidence, these 5 hacks are for you. If you're someone who's already quite social, I'll make a different video for you altogether, but this is for someone who just lacks that mighty self-esteem. So if you're a man who lacks the confidence to try out something of his own, if you're a man who lacks confidence to go talk to someone of his own, then these 5 hacks or this process in general can help you conquer your 2020 in a lot more confident manner. Let's get started. Okay, so the very first confidence hack that you can try going in 2022 is goals, accomplishments, and process. Yes, if you're someone who's already always distracted with the ongoing social media, internet, and friends, these processes or these steps of you having your own process, you having a system, you making your goals, and you accomplishing that goal can help you a lot in regaining your personal self-worth, your own self-confidence. Now, these goals can be very small. These goals can be very, very micro in nature. For example, you waking up at a particular point in time. You put up an alarm every night before going off to sleep, and you try to wake up at that time. This simple act of you waking up at a particular time every day builds some sort of self-esteem, some confidence. Yes, things as simple as you making your bed right after you wake up, things as simple as you getting into a shower right after you wake up, things as simple as you going out on a run, things as simple as you cooking your own food, things as simple as you writing down your daily tasks and trying to finish them can build your self-esteem, can build your self-confidence. This is something you can try if you're someone old. This is something you can try if you don't really have the fixed charted way to go about your day. This hack is something you must try if you always get distracted or overwhelmed by the ongoing processes of life. You see, one of the reasons you might not feel all that confident on a daily basis is because you're not able to finish what you have set your path. If you're not able to finish your task, if you're not able to finish the studies, if you're not able to do the good work at the job, you might feel the lack of self-esteem. You might start questioning your confidence. You're trying to write down your micro goals and you're trying to finish it can help you a lot in this process. Moving on, hack number 2, a hack that I learned the hard way, a hack that I learned quite late in my life, actually in my early 20s, but a hack that I should have learned a lot earlier in my life, and the hack being dressing well. You see, this is one form of outer confidence that can help you look and feel and express your absolute best self, your most confident self, even if you aren't in the right headspace at that given time. This is a very crazy psychological hack. This is something that can really change your mood, that can really uplift your mood, and that can actually put you in a very positive path. It has taken me a long time, and that's one reason I'm so intrigued and so interested in coming up with fantastic new products like this beautiful pair of Bojan shoe and whatnot, because I really believe in the process. I really believe the fact that if there is this introverted man, if there is this shy little guy who is not able to express himself, who lacks the confidence, who lacks the self-belief to be himself, these few essential hacks, but this one particular in general, can help him express his best self. Once you have attained that, once you have reached that socially acceptable phase, then you might not need to be in a suit all the time, but you will be consciously choosing to do so for one or the other reason at that given time. But the idea, the point being, start dressing well. This hack has changed my life. This hack has changed my life in numerous different styles. I cannot recommend it enough. I cannot hard press on this enough. Image and style is always going to be a part of my self-help journey, and this is something I'll want you to keep in mind. Hack number 3, which actually stems out from the hack number 2, is trying out things that aren't in your comfort zone. If you're someone who hasn't really paid attention to looking well or dressing well, if you're someone who hasn't really paid attention to your hairstyle, your personal style, or the kind of work you do, or maybe the kind of friends you make, the kind of network you have, then you should put in an effort to put yourself out of your apparent comfort zone. Maybe you're someone young and maybe you have applied for a college interview. Could be a place where you haven't been before. This is a time when you step out of your comfort zone and try to learn from it. Gentlemen, it's these experiences, rather it's these uncomfortable experiences that actually raises your inner confidence, that actually makes you so much more well worth your own damn time. There is this thing in armed forces, especially when you're training to be a commando in the armed forces, called confidence training course. It's a 30 and a 90-day program. The only goal of that program is to make the commandos their most confident self. The only goal of that program is to make the commandos trust them the best possible way. But that's the whole point, and that's the damn name of the course. They expose them to such uncomfortable situations, they put them in such foreign lands with almost zero to no experience, that it makes the confident man out of them. You have 4 weeks in the month of January, you'll have 4 in the month of February. You can try out 50 to 60 new things every week if you choose, if you desire, and these 50 things can actually help you build your own inner self-worth, your own self-belief a lot more than where you are at right now. Of course, this is going to take you a year's worth of time, but try to do it once in a while. Every week, try out something uncomfortable. Every month, you can try out doing something uncomfortable. 1 week could be you learning about social skills. The other month could be you learning how to dance maybe. The other month could be about networking. The other month could be about you starting your own business, or maybe a YouTube channel or a blog, or anything that you haven't done before, anything that has kind of made you uncomfortable, anything that you have just been thinking about but haven't persuaded so far, or anything that you see your friends do but you haven't thought of doing it because it hasn't been your comfortable area so far. Try to give it a shot. But this does not mean you have to go out binge drinking and get high on 15 cigarettes and whatnot. I don't want you to be a weirdo. I don't want you to waste your life. Gentlemen, I want you to challenge yourself positively, productively, with 50 or 60 new productive, positive skills that may actually help you in your life. 4th hack, this is something that I have noticed a little earlier than the hack of fashion and style, is the hack of working out. I remember the very first time I felt confident or self-worthy in my life was the second flying school where I was at. This was somewhere in the north of Maharashtra, and I remember it quite clearly. The confidence and the overall vibe or the overall self-belief I had in me back then. Now, some of it could be because of the fact that I was already a pilot and I have already flown, so I was not really anxious about going to a new flying school. But the second, which I think most people don't realize, most men don't realize, is the fact that I was working out, I was lifting weights, and I used to feel strong. I used to feel well worth my masculine limit. That one simple hack of I trying to eat right, I trying to lift weight, even when I was in a remote village, that changed my life. That changed the way people approached me and my life a lot differently. I mean, I kid you not when I tell you this. I have been to several schools. I have been to many film schools and flying schools in my life. I haven't seen any instructor take me as seriously as they did when I was in this second flying school of mine. People knew my name, people took me seriously because I took myself seriously, and I started lifting weights and I started to work out. Obviously the uniform and all of it helped me with my confidence, but I was still not a very outgoing or a social person. I was just lifting weights, I was just working out. That remote existence of strength, that remote existence, that remote belief that you are physically capable to do a set few tasks, That helps a lot. That helps a lot of young men, if not the older ones. Try it out in case you haven't. Try lifting weights. Try getting yourself to the gym in case you haven't. But hey, last and probably one of my most recent discoveries in the world of self-confidence and self-belief is something I think every man neglects, every man ignores, but every man has to abide by, and that is nothing else than meditation. Yes, I remember it was January last year when I actually came across Sadhguru and Shri Ravi Shankar and all these guys, and I actually took upon meditation a little more seriously. I haven't even given it a remote thought all these years, but it was this time around 2021 when I gave this a shot, and holy hell, this has been one of the most neglected sphere of self-development, if I could say, in a man's life. So in case you haven't, try it out. There are many free meditations from Sadhguru. There are many free meditations from Shri Ravi Shankar. Try it out from guys who are actually Desi. Try it out from guys who are actually Indian. Because India has always been a spiritual land. And you being a bit more spiritual, you being a bit more self-aware, grounds you and gives you the real awareness of where you are at, how life is, and why you should not be taking yourself or your life too seriously. You see, men suffer from self-doubts, men suffer from this whole idea of lack of confidence in different phases, in different types, in different timelines of their life. A 21-year-old man watching this might have some confidence issues in regards to women, in regards to dating, in regards to him looking his absolute best physical self. So for you, a young man, your outer confidence would play a very important role. Once you get older, once you get into your mid-20s or even early 30s, the whole lack of confidence, the whole lack of self-worthiness is not restricted or is not only limited by your lack of social skills. Now it translates to your finances, it translates to your purpose, it translates to a lot of other things. You're meditating, you're trying to be a bit more spiritual, you're trying to be a bit more aware on how uncomplicated and simple and straightforward this life is. The clearer you'll be in your head, the better you'll feel about yourself, the more confident you'll live your life in general. This is something I had to learn last year. Yes, last year, out of all these years of self-development, I don't know what took me 28 years, but thank God I tried it, and thank God now I can talk about the same. In case you haven't, this is going to help you a lot irrespective of how old you are or wherever you are at in your life. 5 practical hacks that can probably make you your most confident self, be it from the way you look, feel, or even think about yourself. Hope this helps. Hope this was well worth your time. In case you want to check out our shirts, suit isn't out yet. Yes, this is TMB Basics, but this will take a couple of years. I'm not sure when, but we have got our sexy monk straps. In case you haven't, you can check these out. Yes, in case you haven't, you can check these out. These are the beautiful tan double monk strap by Boston, and all the other sneakers and boots that we have live on our website at tmbasics.com. In case you want these particular things, especially the second point, the hack of you looking well and you dressing well, if you want this to help you out, I have got a line for you. I have made some products for you for that reason. The shirt, the t-shirt, the shoes, everything is there. You just have to buy it, know how to wear it, check out my Instagram for outfit ideas, and at least one aspect of your life will be sorted in you feeling and you being and you expressing your most confident self. Now I'll get back to work. I'll probably make more of the videos. See you soon in the next one. Dress up, stay strong, stay stylish. My name is Mayank Bhattacharya. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to click that like button, subscribe for more, and write down your honest comments in the comment section box down below. Jai Hind, take care. Bye. Right when I fell. Always.